We are tired, very, very much tired. We're going, y'all. They can't f*** with my speed, y'all. They can't f*** with my speed. I'm out of here. Come on, y'all. We gotta go.
J Coop, you is crazy, man. J Coop in Nairobi, Cooper's Corner in Nairobi, deciding to show some solidarity with the brothers and sisters in Kenya, joining the demonstrations to fight for the GenZ's cause, to get some space in terms of democracy going, man. You know, we have had demos in Nairobi, and the big question is, if you are African American, any African of diaspora, are you safe in Nairobi? Are you safe in Nairobi? So Coop decides that he's gonna join the demonstration, and the brother had to take off for dear life. So shout out to you, Coop, and let's have a look at Coop's experience in the streets of Nairobi.
You're gonna find me for my heart. Are you gonna get these battle scars?
What's going on, guys? We are on our way to the, what is it called again, Jeff? Protest, right? So listen, I'm about to have a Kenyan here. If you don't know, my name is Jackson Cooper, and we're about to give this to you live and uncut. I'm an American, guys, so I want to show it from my perspective, but he gave me a flag and a whistle, so this is getting serious. But hey, I told him if I got to do any type of run, any type of anything, I'm out of there. But let's get into it, see what's going on. Let's check it out. All right, so Jeff, first off, tell them who you are and what are we going to today?
My name is Jeff. I'm called Jeff Kivutu. I'm Kenyan, and today we shall be going to the protest. As you can see with me here, I have a poster just to show how angered we are as citizens for the government's and constitutional acts of passing finance bills like that. So here we are today on our way to town. Yeah, wish us luck. All right.
Let's get it. Now listen, he just said wish us luck. That kind of scares me, guys, but I just really wanted to show you guys this, and this is for the tax increase here in Kenya. This is a very serious issue, so I'm going to give it to you live and uncut, man, nowhere else. So make sure you hit that like button. Let's go, Kenya. Let's get it.
The matatus are all the way across that road.
So let's go. So you're actually like holding that up like all the way till you get there.
No, I'm just trying to get people's attention, honest.
Okay. So like how many people are outraged from what's going on with the taxes?
The percentage goes up to 85% of Kenyans are not with the whole Finance Bill Act. And turn up today, we're expecting about 1 million people in town. Yeah, you can see over the news, it's all over the place. But we're majorly focusing on Nairobi because that's where the parliament is.
Right.
So if we actually manage to get the parliament, it would be a win for us. But the cops are on 10 toes. They are all over, they're patrolling the place, trying to stop us, but we can't be stopped. The revolution has started, and it's only getting bigger. Yeah.
Okay, so he said that the cops are down here. Now, guys, I'm letting you know right now, I'm not getting sprayed with no tear gas. I'm not getting none of that. So, I got the Chuck T's on. I'm going to be fast as lightning running once some stuff jumps off. But this is for a good cause. And, yeah, man, looking forward to checking this out. So, we're in Nairobi. He said it's going to be 1 million people down there. That's intense, man. And guys, if you don't know, this is Wangeshi's brother. So if you know who Wangeshi is, so yeah, man. We're about to go down here live from Nairobi. Let's get into it.
It's not always an easy walk when it comes to demonstrations in Nairobi. That I can tell you for sure. I've covered demonstrations in Nairobi. I've been a victim. I've been clobbered before and faced the tear gas. And at one time ended up in police jail. These are the realities that you face in fighting for democratic space and fighting for our voice in a country where sometimes the elite tend to muzzle their way and never ever listen to the ordinary folk. That's a challenge you're facing. So, Coop in his journey, we get to see a young Kenyan, Jeff, who decides that he'll bring a brother to the demos. So, are we going to walk out of this as a nation, or is it going to go a bust?
So the whole thing is, as long as you're holding a Kenyan flag, the police are not legally justified to take you down, and you're causing no violence, no destruction of property, and you're holding the Kenyan flag. You have every right to protest and walk around. This is constitutionally speaking, right? But you know, everything doesn't go by the books, and that's what we're going to see today, and really uncover and show people how Kenya runs and how our parliament really is. So yeah, that's what's up.
He said he gonna show people how Kenya run. I'm letting you know, if I see a gun, a billy club, I'm gonna show you how I run. And I'm gonna smoke you, bro. Jeff is 19, I'm 37. I'm going to smoke this kid. Like I don't like play when it comes to running. But no, guys, we're walking right now to the Matatu. This is what Kenya looks like. See, right now, like it's chill, but he's saying it's gonna be 1 million people. That's intense, man. So that means like people can get trampled, right?
Yeah, people can get trampled for all. And especially if we make it close to parliament, it might get a little bit heated. But you know, I do anything for my country, honestly. And I'm standing up for it. And I'm glad to have Cooper here to film the whole experience.
So that means like when you say that you'll do anything for your country, does that mean death?
Boy, if you don't...
Jeff here is a true representation of the young people who want their voice heard, the young people who are saying you have got to accommodate us, not introduce insidious taxes and regulations through a bill that obviously is muzzling the voice of the people. The biggest challenge that we had with this bill is that the government decided that they were going to push it down Kenyan throats, whether they like it or not, you know? So that was always going to be a big problem.
We are tired, very, very much tired.
We're going, y'all. They can't f*** my speed, y'all. They can't f*** my speed. I'm out of here. Come on, y'all. We gotta go.
What we have now seen is a population of young people, 18 to 25 thereabouts, and a population of poor Kenyans who are saying that they've had enough with a government that will not listen, that will overtax, but show very little in terms of results on the ground. That they promise and promise, but are short on delivery. Perhaps the one credit we must give them is the youth fund. That got moving. But beyond that, what is the signature project for this government? We don't see it. Kenyans don't see it. And they're saying, if we don't see it, then it means you are collecting money, but you're not offering value for the same money. So Kenyans are saying enough is enough.
It's gonna be more serious than what I thought, to be completely honest. I'm here now, man. There's nothing I can do. Nobody's bringing you this concept. This is from an American's point of view, American's perspective.
So Coop here, you know, takes a drive down to the streets of Nairobi from a Nap Market area into Nairobi, obviously facing trouble getting into town. Police barricaded some of the areas. You could not enter town because Parliament was a no-go zone. And as soon as they got into town, man, the drama kicked up. The drama really kicked up. Youth were running up and down. And I must say one thing, that you guys were lucky that they never got to lob a tear gas into your matatu, you know, into your bus. Because that has been a common trend, that the police find a sport in running battles with these young guys. And never mind that the protesters picketing were essentially very peaceful. And for the longest time, they've been peaceful. So this has gone on for over a week now. And I'm looking at the experience from Jacob here. This is a first-hand experience from an African American living in Nairobi who took the risk to go to the streets in solidarity with his Kenyan brothers and sisters, the youth of this country, who have been disenfranchised for the longest time. There was a time when we had a president called President Kibaki, who introduced free education in the country. So when he introduced free education in the country, the end result is that there was a huge population of young people who ended up getting basic education. But they finished their education and could not find opportunities. A vast majority of them, children who are coming through education in the early years of 2005 onwards. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the guys are out here, but they do not have the opportunity. The jobs are not there. For those who are in college, they don't have the opportunity to finish because this government removed the subsidies that enabled guys to get a good education. So when the subsidies are removed, it meant that education, the cost of education went up from an average of $300 to $500 per semester to upwards of $1,000 to $2,000. So many have been dropped to the wayside. So somewhere up this road, this is Langata Road. This is Langata Road. The president actually owns a hotel up that road. And that hotel has always been contended in terms of the land upon which it was built. The school lost its land to that hotel. And in fighting back, they were tear gas. Never mind that they were kids. A good majority of those who were children in that time obviously must have been some of the participants in these demos that we're experiencing. So over time, the president, through promises and some of the errors that he's made in decisions, has created enemies or fallen out with a lot of citizens. A vast majority who believed in his hustler narrative that this was a class war, that the rich, the dynasties of the Kenyatas, son of the first president Jomo Kenyatta, and the Odingas, son of the first vice president of the republic, that they were dynasties that were responsible for the challenges that we're having in the country. So guys bought into this narrative, you know? Guys bought into this narrative. And he sold so well. And he borrowed a song from another Kenyan called Triomio, which basically said, hatupangwingwi.
Hatupangwingwi, yani mnasema tuanze hapa chini, alafu tuende juu, yani hapa bottom.
That we can manage our own affairs. At the end of it, he failed to deliver on those promises. Young people all over here, you can see them here. Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're good.
These are Gen Zs.
Yeah.
How's it going? Were you out in the streets today?
No.
No, you are not.
Unfortunately.
What do you guys feel about what's going on in the country right now?
We want to reject everything. From our president to our finance bill, we are rejecting everything.
Yeah? Why are you rejecting it? What's wrong with the finance bill?
It is actually, okay. Is this going viral?
Viral is based on what you say.
Oh.
Yes, but
Probably
share your
go
piece.
Viral.
Share your piece. Yes, I mean, say something to the nation, say something to the president.
I don't want to be a target for the DCI. So
Because at this
I
point,
won't talk about
whatever you say.
Okay, listen, the guys are afraid to talk on camera, so I'll point the camera towards me.
It's okay.
So what are you saying?
The finance bill affects us, by the way. As a nation, as
Yeah.
a person,
Yeah.
as being a girl, as being a mother, it is really affecting us, by the way. Very. Why are you making us being taxed on pads? Pampers. No. Alcohol, I know. But Gen Zs, as much as
You have to have your drink.
yes, we have.
Yeah.
So maybe wakati wao umepitwa na muda. So us as Gen Zs, bado, we have to drink, you know.
You have to have a.
He's our president.
Ashuke na finance bill, anguke nayo.
Anguke na.
Now we are
On live alafu anaongea na kitu.
He does not even
yoyote.
care. You see, Akina Latif on
The interview. Yes.
he had no idea about the
The
watu
boy that was
wamekufa,
killed.
but he has an idea of the buildings that
That
have
was
been
burned.
What is that? As a president, we elected you
To serve
kuangalia
us.
mahitaji yetu, but unfortunately,
And he took the oath of office to protect life and property.
yes, unfortunately, he's all about property. 2.4 billion properties have been. What is that? And you don't know that 19 people by that time were dead already, and 216 were injured. That's so good.
And the 12-year-old boy, obviously.
Was dead.
Yes.
But you know
And
what?
he's asking, is he dead or alive? What is that? Angenyamaza, by the way. And whoever is making decisions for Mr. Ruto, kindly don't.
Do you
No,
think?
maybe
Do you
bias.
think that interview portrayed him in bad light?
Yes.
Yes,
Very.
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 Hata
Offensive.
hangeongea actually. Angeiacha
That's
tu
what-
penye iko.
Exactly.
Because aliongeza tu chumvi.
Aliharibu mambo.
Ati anaulizwa ati did you see the guy that was the boy that was killed, is he dead?
Is he dead or
Unasema
alive?
nini?
What is that? The person who is advising him on interviews, he should actually
Wow.
not advise and in interviews.
So you feel the president is quite disconnected with what's happening
Yes.
on the ground?
Totally disconnected with us as the people we chose him to be there.
He suggested that he would want to talk to young people.
All of us, come and see water, because we don't have leaders. If it's all of us, we are ready. As Gen Zs, we are very ready.
But how is that going to be done? How is that going to be done?
He just
Unfortunately, the person advising Mr. President, because we are so many as Gen Zs, by the way, we are the population iko kubwa in our country. So we cannot just be atuite tu ati. And we, unfortunately, we don't have leaders, we don't have political parties, we have nothing. It is us and us. Maandamano tukisema tunaenda leo. So,
What really was the turning point? What triggered you guys to finally come out to the streets?
hey,
everything.
everything about the finance bill.
We have
Yani
been
Mr. Ruto is saying, me because my family wananiachia land, ataamka
nalipa.
tu achukue land. And then because I'm not working, he will be taxing me 300 shillings. Where am I to go?
Alafu kutuma pesa kwa M-Pesa. That's 100 shillings.
But I think one of the saddest bits about the demonstration is the loss of life. I know property was lost
Now,
and livelihoods have really
first
been
day
affected.
of
Yes.
maandamano, it
Yes.
wasn't. Haikuwa mbaya. Tulikuwa tu tunaenda na
Very
maji,
peaceful, by the way.
mask. Definitely tulijua
We
lazima
will be tear gas.
tear gas. So tulibeba maji, mask na simu just to record. All of a sudden tunarushiwa tear gas.
Cannons are everywhere
Bullets.
with water.
Sasa
It's so
surely.
good. It's so good.
Rex was the first to go.
May his soul rest in peace.
Alafu
He's
the
a
person
fighter.
ilikuwa lini, I guess on Tuesday, people walikuwa wameenda Basilica. They even entered Basilica wakilipua.
Can I surprise you guys? During Moi's time,
It was the same.
it was the same. There are mothers who demonstrated at Freedom Corner. They even undressed. Then they escaped to the church. They were followed and clobbered in the church at All Saints Cathedral.
Yeah, I remember that history.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what?
And
This
there's some
Ruto
people who
guy was
died.
mentored by Moi, right? So I think that's why he's like that.
So maybe they need to change the script in terms of how they handle the crowds.
Ashuke.
Ashuke tu story ishe.
Ashuke, story ishe. Akishuka ataona kama sisi
We won't
tuta.
andamana again actually.
Mr. President, know my words, man. The young people are saying
We want
perhaps
out of
you need to get out.
Shuka nayo.
Okay,
We reject you, we reject the finance bill. Shuka nayo. Yeah.
Thank you guys. But
You're
you guys did believe in him a lot. That whole story of Atupangwingwi.
Hatupangwingwi.
We don't. We are Gen Zs, I mean.
Ati bottoms up. What are you saying?
Thank you.
Bottoms up what? Like maybe your trousers, bana. Hey.
The only thing, by the way, Mr. Ruto, you should raise, it's your kids. Kindly raise
And
your
your
kids.
socks. Also your
Peke yake.
socks. And style up.
Na they should stop tear gassing buddies. Tuko huko nje by the way hiyo tear gassing si mchezo.
Si mchezo.
And the cannons. Hey. Uzuri walieka flavor. We are that.
We like baby
All right,
girl.
thank you guys, thank you so much.
It's okay.
So man, I just bumped into a group of young people, Gen Zs on the streets, and the message is the same. They are just saying, Mr. President has gone overboard. You know, that the president has failed to listen to them, and they want change to happen. So will the president listen? I think the greatest challenge is that this administration has been a lot about promises. Promise after the other, promise after the other, and short on delivery. Now, lives have been lost, property damage, livelihoods lost. The president is still taking too much time to respond to these young folks, to the Gen Zs, and that failure to respond on time is going to be his greatest Achilles heel. It's going to be a big mess for President Ruto. You know, now back to Jay Coop, you know. So Coop runs off around an area that I'm very, very familiar with, the Serena Hotel area. That same street is where you will find State House up the hill. So security presence in that area is usually very high. CCTV cameras all around the place, a sense of alertness. There's a hotel there, the Nairobi Serena Hotel, which was very crucial in the peace talks when things went south and Kenyans fought each other in the year 2007 during the re-election of President Mwai Kibaki. So you see Coop running, you see Jeff running around here, and this place that they're running through is called Nyerere Road, right next to Serena Hotel. A main street that leads you to the State House. So there's no laughing matter here, man. You know, the government says their biggest challenge is communication. But the challenge beyond the communication is the arrogance of state officers who pushed Kenyans online, who triggered this whole mess. On Sunday, we are going to have something called the Saba Saba, the 7-7 day, which is a major political day in this country where the push to have a section of our constitution repealed that allowed for multi-party politics was possible. Yes, I am, man. How you doing? Yes, you can join. How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
How you doing?
Hi chat, what's up?
I just met somebody here.
Subscribe.
Did you go to the streets, man?
No, I did not.
No, you did not. But what are your feelings about this whole bill, man?
Oh yeah, I don't support it, first of all. And it's the president, it's not something he should be doing. The people, they don't have money. Yeah.
So you think the tax is just way too high?
Way too high.
Messing up lives?
Yeah, messing up lives of the children, the children who are gonna come after us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And there's also the whole thing about the subsidy that was removed. So in university education clearly is a challenge for many people are dropping out.
Many people, yes.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
We want people to be educated.
Yeah. Are you online? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm online.
Instagram, IG, whatever.
Yeah.
So what's your handle?
Kaisef. Kaisseff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you on YouTube?
No, I'm not on.
No, you're not on YouTube.
No.
But anyway, I got your details. I'll share that with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care, man.
All the best, man.
You too.
All right, man.
Bye.
So the story continues. You heard it from my brother there. They are not happy about it. So in terms of safety, if you're planning to come to the country, all you have to do is to stay away from the main city center, because that is where the action happens. Parliament is located within the city center of Nairobi, so it really kicks up there. And the Gen Zs, the millennials, clearly are very determined to keep going. And now the call is, the president has to go. That's a call, not my call. That's a call. Will the president survive this storm? Will he? I don't know. But from the temperature on the ground, the way things feel, it's going to be a long, long day, a long, long year for the president if he can never survive this. Already Kenyans are saying, get rid of your entire cabinet. They are a bunch of incompetents who cannot help you deliver the promise you made to Africans. But I think the president has command responsibility. So when things are going wrong, the president has got to be called to account. As the commander-in-chief, as the guy who negotiates for these loans that we're getting that are overburdening us, as the man who is in charge of all our militarized forces, you know, so that if any lives are lost in the streets, then really the blood is in his hands. He cannot run away from it. He cannot run away from it. That's the truth of the matter. That you are the man who took out of office to protect lives and to protect property. That is the call from Kenyans. That they need change in the country. And if you can provide that leadership, they'll be happy to have it. Habari ndugu? All right. Yeah. Brothers are out in the streets from their hustle. All right, man. So let's see if he'll be able to achieve that. So come on, visit, man. Stay away from the city center. That's the main message. Stay away from the city center. Stay in upmarket areas and, you know, build your network on the ground. Build your network with Kenyans. Looking at Jeff here, obviously, you know, Jacob had to take a lot of trust in him to lead the way, and he led him to the streets, to the front line. And you know, Kenyans died here. You know, Kenyans died in this process. So obviously, that tells you something about the power of networking and the power of brotherhood. We have seen it in Coop's relation with Jeff, a young man clearly barely above 20 years of age, you know, leading an African-American brother through the streets, through the violence, and going home safe to tell the story. That's the brotherhood we want. So for our diaspora folks, man, Kenya is home, and despite the challenges, you can always learn to navigate in this country. So we wish you well. Travel to Kenya, enjoy it here, and shout out to my brother Jeff and Coop. We'll see you, man, on the other side. Please subscribe, man, you know, subscribe to the channel, like and share. This is definitely Afrocentric. Peace and love. I'm out.